I'm here, and I'm doing my 2021 NBA playoff predictions. And this is going to be these are going to be some really good playoffs, some really good series, some really good matchups to watch. It's going to be fun to watch some of these players like Luka Doncic and Damian Lillard, see how they perform in the playoffs. So we got our playoff predictions here. And let's get to it. I didn't do the playing game. I made a separate video predicting the playing games, and I got every game right besides the last game. I picked the Warriors over the Grizzlies. It ended up being the Grizzlies over the Warriors. Ja Morant played great, and he got them the overtime win. Let's get to this. So, first series, we got Jazz and Grizzlies. I think this is pretty easy in my opinion. I'd say the Warriors would have a chance against the Jazz because of Curry, but the Grizzlies, I don't think they have much of a shot here. But I think they will win a game. I'm going to go Utah in 5. But next series, we got the Clippers and the Mavericks. This is going to be one of the best series to watch. A rematch from last year where the Clippers beat the Mavericks in 6. That was where Luka Doncic hit that crazy shot from almost half court. But I think this will be a battle back and forth. But at the end of the day, I'm going to go Clippers in either 6 or 7. I think it's going to be Clippers in 6 once again. But the Mavericks could definitely get revenge from last year. Okay, next up we got the Nuggets and the Trailblazers. I think this will be either this one or the next series that I'm about to explain will be the best series in the playoffs. If you guys don't know, I'm a diehard Knicks fan. I can't wait. We got game 1 tomorrow against the Hawks in Madison Square Garden. It should be lit. But for this series, this could definitely go either way in my opinion. But I actually have an upset here. I think this will go 7. I'm going to go Portland in 7. A little shocking, but a lot of people are picking this upset. I feel like these two play in the playoffs a lot in recent years, but I don't know, that might just be me. Lakers and Suns, this matchup definitely has the most upset potential. The defending champs, when healthy, versus the number 2 Suns who worked so hard, had a surprising season, led by Chris Paul and Devin Booker. But, they didn't get much of an award getting that 2 seed. You much rather want to get that 3 seed probably versus the Trailblazers, but they got unlucky. Lakers won the play-in game, and I think I'm going to go Lakers in 6 here. That would stink for Phoenix fans, but I think it's the sad reality. I think the Lakers are going to be dangerous in this playoffs. This is another very intriguing series, 76ers against the Wizards. Now, you guys might be saying the 76ers could easily win the series, and I kind of agree with you, but that's not the reason it's intriguing. Russell Westbrook and Joel Embiid have big beef heading into the series. They've always had beef. But you got to remember, Bradley Beal is also one of the best scorers in the game right now. I believe he finished second in points per game behind Curry. I'm going to go 76ers. I actually think 6. That's kind of shocking. I think the Wizards will win 2 games here. I think Russ and Beal have a pretty big series, which will lead them to winning 2 games and putting up some sort of a fight. Now, the series that I am obviously most excited for, the Knicks and the Hawks. I'm going to go with the Knicks. No biasness. I'll tell you guys right now I'm going to go with the Knicks. I'm going to go Knicks in 6. I feel like I'm going every series in 6. But the reason is the Knicks are 3-0 against the Hawks in the regular season. And you guys might be saying playoffs is a whole different story. Yes, I get that. But Julius Randle plays like a beast against them. And I feel like that's just going to keep continuing. And we're going to take our Cinderella story into the second round against Philadelphia. Next, we got the Bucks and the Heat. The Heat have owned the Bucks in the past few years, beating them in the playoff series last year. Tyler Herro went off against the Bucks. I think this has some upset potential, but gonna go with the Bucks. I actually gonna go with this one in 7. I think the Heat give him a really tough time. I think Jimmy Butler plays great. Tyler Herro, Duncan Robinson, Bam Adebayo, and they are gonna lose in 7, but still put up a very good fight. Now, the Nets and the Celtics. I don't know if this one has much upset potential at all. I think that there's potential it could go to Game 7, maybe, but I don't think much better than that for the Celtics. I am going to go with Nets, and I actually think Nets in 5. I think they win this series pretty handily. All right, so Clippers and Jazz. I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Clippers here in... Does this go to 7? No, it doesn't. It goes to 6. I think Kawhi has a field day. I think Paul George has a big series. And I think that they will get the win. But the Jazz may be a more complete team because they got maybe the best bench in the league. But I still think that the Clippers will win this game because of their great duo in Kawhi and Paul George. Next, we got Lakers and Trailblazers. I am going to go... I think that this is a rematch of last year. I think it's going to be Lakers in 6. Last year it was Lakers in 5. This year I'm going to go Lakers in 6. All right. Another series that I'd be really excited for if it happens. 76ers at Knicks. I wouldn't love our chances in this. I think we're going to be maybe tight. If we get a big player like Dame, I think we're going to be championship contenders next year because there's rumors that we might get Dame. I don't think we will, but we might. But I don't think this is going to be the year. I think our Cinderella story ends here. And I think it's going to be 76ers in 5. Next, this probably will be the best series in the playoffs, maybe besides the finals. Bucks at Nets. This can go either way. Giannis and KD. What a matchup that'll be. You got other guys like Kyrie, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, James Harden, Joe Harris. I mean, the list goes on of really good players in this series. But I'm actually going to go Nets in 7 at the end of the day. All right, for the conference finals, the Western Conference Finals, the 4-seed Clippers versus 7-seed Lakers, the Battle of LA. Clippers finally make it to the conference finals, I believe first time in their team's history. And I think they're going to pull off. I don't know if this would be an upset. Probably not because they're the higher. I mean, it might be, but I think they're going to win this game. I mean, the series in 7. I think that they will come to life here and rally against the Lakers. And I think that the Lakers will struggle and they will lose. But next we got the 76ers and the Nets. Another amazing series that could go either way. At the end of the day, I don't like the Nets that much, but I mean they're the superior team here. They're a very good team. I'm gonna go Nets in 6. And look what we got in the finals: Clippers at Nets. This would be an amazing finals. I'd be so psyched for this finals. I'd be pleased if this happened, but I think I am gonna go with the Los Angeles Clippers in 7, pulling off the upset against the Nets. Leave it down in the comments. I know I'm going to get hate for that, picking the Clippers over the Nets, but I mean, it's my opinion, and who knows, it could come to life. But tell me your guys' predictions in the comment section down below, and that's the video. See you guys later.